Welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition. Yes, another one. Let's talk about 7K, maybe a giveaway. And I want to talk to you about Yellow Hawk Custom Kydex rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors. Before we get into it, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats show that number's going down. However, anything above zero, simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. Just want you to know you got a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo, all to the chagrin of many who don't understand it. And I'm too old and fat to try to explain it to you. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And if we do, because we have, well, we take responsibility. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. So, a couple things real fast. My Emerson Cqc8, CM154, 154CM. I'm sure someone will correct me, as you all have want to do. Yes, it is well worn. Yes, it was a chisel grind. DJ Horn changed that for me. You can see where I tried my best to screw it up, and DJ saved me. Let me just a couple things that I want to point out to you on Emerson's. He just uses regular screws because he's that type of guy. Some small Phillips heads there. This is tip up, right hand carry tip up, and it's got the wave technology. I'm a big fan of that. Liner lock, people bitch about it. I've never had one issue with an Emerson with a liner lock. Actually, there was a time where I wish some bitch would have failed because I about cut my finger off, but I digress. So I've got my Emerson Cqc8, and then I've got my Spyderco PM2. Now, many of you have asked me, Scab, have you reprofiled that blade? No, I screwed the blade up. I've seen people say, well, it needs a professional. Listen, DJ Horn did the best, who is a true professional. He's an OEM who actually worked for major manufacturers, brought this back because I had screwed it up royally. Never use a work sharp unless you practice on a kitchen knife or you've got common sense. Just freehand it. I screwed up bad, and y'all can see that. This is a PM2. I've screwed up. I didn't screw it up. I mean, it works good. I put a little recurve on it. But this is my PM2 compression lock G10. I carry this one a lot. We're talking about it more because, DJ saved it for me. I like the way it feels. It does what I need to do. Now, I've seen people say they bust the tips a lot. Thus far, I haven't had any issue with that, and hopefully I won't. But these are my two pocket knives. And I did more powder coating today and was in the shop more, so I was able to do that. The other thing I like about that PM2, it's S30V. The other day I came home, it was caked, and I mean caked with sand just from being in my pocket. After I didn't even have it out there sandblasting, I walked up, clipped it, and it was caked in sand. Come home, washed it, soap, water, dried it, did all that. Nothing. It's fine. Finally, my carry for today is my Work Tough Gear Mount Lagoon. I'm carrying this a lot. My Nomad EDC is up with DJ now, getting repaired. And you can see that's got. You're always going to see on my channel blades that's been used, and for God's sakes, it's not a shot at anybody. I ain't even gonna say. I was going to say something about. I ain't going to do it. So here's the deal. I was going to do a ride with Scab, but the vast majority of you, I guess, think I'm retarded. Because I show a knife as I'm driving. At 50. Having been run over, shot, stabbed, beaten, left for dead, died twice as a child, childhood epilepsy, all of that, I think I can handle opening a damn knife and drive. But I know for some of you that's dangerous. Some of the same folks who refuse to leave the gas pump, never mind. We're getting a little off kilter, and that's not what I want to do. So here's the deal. It seems like only yesterday, but it was 2 weeks ago, that we were talking about going over 6,000. I said, hey, I'm going to order 3 of these. I'm going to give 3 away. Well, I said that actually it's been 2 weeks for sure, because I remember on one of my Work Tough Gear lives, Joe had said, hey, Scab's like 30 away or whatever from 6,000. So here's the deal. I was going to order them this past Friday, but we started cruising, right? We shot straight past 6,000. By Friday of last week, I think we were at 64, so I'm like, I just want to hold up. So I'm ordering tomorrow. Now I've got to order 5, because here's the truth. By tomorrow, we're going to be over 7,000, right? Not making a big deal out of it. That's not the goal we set. The goal we set is 10,000. That's not the goal I'm going to end up at. And let me just say this. I seen a comment, and somebody deleted it. I didn't even see who said it, but I did see it, about buying subs. Let me explain something to you. I buy subs every day by busting my ass putting out knife reviews. They may not be any good. May not be any good on this planet. May not be any good. But you're right, I do buy subs every day. Busting my ass, putting in work. And if you're going to put a comment like that, don't be a punk bitch. Put your name. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say about it. So here's what I'm going to do. So here's true. I waited till tomorrow to order. You say, well, yeah, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm as transparent as I can be on everything I can. There's just some shit people don't need to worry about. My finances, don't need to worry about. But I try to be as transparent as I can be. And here's the truth. I love this knife. Y'all know I do. God knows I do. The devil knows I do. Everybody knows I do. It's well documented. You go on the damn website, there's a picture of old scabs there. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to get 4 or 5 of them tomorrow, which is about $500-600. You know what I'm saying? We'll get them in. And the reason I put it off, all the bluster and blow and BS, and if you're new here, believe me, it means nothing. It's just me being me. The reason I put it off a week, sincerely, is we were growing, and here's the thing. I do need to, I want to be wise, and I want to be a good steward of what I have. So I thought, you know what, I'll wait one more week because it's a giveaway out of my pocket, and I'm the one buying it. So anyway, be a good steward of my money and just pay, because if you pay shipping on 1, you can pay shipping on 5. That's it there. This weekend, I'm going to announce the first 3 winners. And listen, we're rolling, we're blowing, we're going. So these ain't the only 5 knives I'm going to give away. I got a box of knives back here from Ken. I'm going to start handing them out. But here's the deal, guys. Here's why I've switched up my giveaways. I'll just be honest with you. I've had people ride with me from the beginning that never win a damn thing. And I feel like you guys have been loyal to me. And because those of you are still here at the 7-minute and 18 mark, and we ain't really got into what we need to talk about, you're the guys that ride with me. You've supported me. You've showed me love. I want to show you guys some love. So this weekend, I'm going to announce 3 people. Now, Knife Candy 101's getting one. Okay? But I'll make my announcement. Let's shoot for Sunday because I'm going to hang out with the folks and Meg this Saturday. What I really want to talk to you guys about is Yellow Hawk Customs. Doug Wilson. Yellow Hawk Custom Kydex. I'm going to pin a link to his channel in the comments. I did not realize Doug had a YouTube channel. I did not realize he was in the military, and I didn't realize he was in Special Forces, okay? Now, that matters to me because he's a vet. I am not a vet. This channel supports vets and veteran-owned businesses. So if you are a vet, or if you know someone, hey man, this dude owns a business, he's a straight dude, straight-laced dude, I don't care what other kind of straight he is, doesn't matter here, nothing wrong with it, okay? But hey, let's change it. He's a good dude, good woman, whatever you identify as, for the love of God. I'll be writing letters for the next week. Hey man, this person is a vet, they own a business, they're reputable, let me know. We'll shout them out. But Doug Wilson, we're not just shouting him out because he's a vet and owns a business. That's not it. We're shouting him out because he does kick-ass work. I did a whole review of this, okay? This is Yellow Hawk Custom Kydex. This is Doug Wilson. You've seen it 2 or 3 times. This is the Delta Whiskey Infinity with Ultratech. I believe Ultrex, Sure Touch, handle scales there. Right? I forgot the steel. This is the deal. This is just a badass knife. I love everything about this knife. And again, I got to talk with Bobby, but I'm probably going to keep this maybe for one more review. I love the knife. The more I've used it, the more comfortable I am. I like that fencing grip. I like the 90-degree spine. I like that Sure Touch. I like the lanyard. We need to bust a coconut with that. Just the knife feels good. Now, if you are new here and you're still here thinking, why the hell am I here? Thank you. Here's the deal, guys. We do hard use demonstrations. That's what we do, man. On knives, we pick them up, we demonstrate them. If I keep them for a couple weeks or something, then we can call it a review. But I don't give a shit who you are. When you first pick up a knife, I don't care what you think of yourself, who you consider yourself. It's not a review, it's a demonstration. It can be a first impressions, right? My point is this. I want to put some time with this knife because I love this blade shape. People say modified Warncliffe, modified clip point. It doesn't matter. I love it either way. I love this knife. The whole point of this video. And Doug, I've looked all over, buddy, twice. Doug Wilson posted twice on the video of this, the hard use video of this, and that's what I was going to say. If you're still here, if you still like our content, 80 to 90% of this channel is hard use demonstrations. That's just what we do. That's what I've based this on. We do some riding with scabs, where I ride around and holler at people and show knives. Those land really well. But again, hard use demonstrations. But I wanted to showcase this sheath one more time. Again, tech lock along with a dangler. I'm sure there's some fire stuff in here. I haven't even looked because here's kind of the deal, man. Bobby, this is Bobby's rig. Bobby Shoe, he was on last night. Check out that live, man. We had a great time, and you might learn a few things that you didn't know about the channel. I'm sure all my subscribers know everything. That's why you're still here. Fire steel. Fire stuff, and I haven't looked. Look, you send me something to review, I'll review it, I'll beat it up, I'll do all that, but I'm not going into stuff. That's just not me, right? Now, if he messages me after this video and say, hey, dumbass, look, I will, but that's it. But here's the thing, and I want you to get a real good look at Doug's work. Yellow Hawk Custom Kydex. Phenomenal job. And you guys were awesome the other day in the comments. I seen some for danglers. Hey, man, like a dangler got longer arms like Kirk explained. He does have longer arms. I've got more T-Rex arms, you can see. So I like that high on the hip. Now, somebody brought up a tremendous point. Captain Electro, shout out to you, Cap. Tech lock for in the woods, this for around camp. Tech lock on the move, this around camp, and the way this tech lock's set up, you can carry it scout. Awesome setup, well thought out, and I like this. I like this on a sheath. I've got busted hands. If I need a knife, and it's not always, let's throw the self-defense crap out, please. If you're in the woods though and you're in a situation, just like I described to y'all last year, when my legs got tied up in that rope, I didn't have my knife. What I like about this is, because Kydex, good Kydex that's done really well, you don't just whip. But if we got that thumb thing like that, bang, it's out. I need it. If I was in that situation with this knife, I could cut the rope. Wild animal, Donnie B. All Days said this before, you know, hey, self-defense ain't always a person, and it's not. It could be an animal, it could be anything. You know, you need it. I've been in work situations, and so have you guys and girls. We've been in work situations where you're holding something with your hand, one hand, and your dominant hand needs that knife. You got to get it out of the sheath. I love the thumb thing. This right here, I've got all kind of Kydex sheaths. It's one of the best, and I've got a little Kydex make in place. I've got to talk to Dory. And Dory, if you're watching this, call me, babe. But I got to get over there. But I've been around Kydex for a long time. This is probably the best Kydex job I've seen. I'm just being honest with you. Custom fit, everything snug, everything. And look, I don't know if you can get a good look. The thickness of that stuff there. This isn't going to break. This isn't going to bust. It's an awesome knife. So Doug Wilson, Yellow Hawk, Custom Kydex. Go to his YouTube channel. Check him out. He's an awesome guy. And I'm Scab. You're not. Listen, I know I'm supposed to be shouting people out, but guys, we got to wrap this up. Listen to me. Look in my description for shout outs and stuff. I'm doing videos all day tomorrow and Saturday morning. I will have shout outs all weekend. Shout out to all you guys. I love y'all. Thank you for riding with me. I'm Scab. You're not. We gone, son.